Hello and welcome to my third Call of Duty. Today I'm playing Call of Duty World at War and I hate this game. Oh good god, I absolutely hate it. When I first got the game, I couldn't get into it. I really couldn't. It just lacks so much. When the game first came out, it came along with quite a lot of bugs as well, which resulted in I think 7 patches, and the patches were really large in size as well, so it just shows that there was so much wrong with the game. Map wise, gun wise, I think they've tried to mix it with COD 2 a little bit. Fair enough, they've put some good things into it. They've put vehicles into it. They've put different kill streaks into it as well, such as dogs, even though dogs are a pain in the ass. But I ended up with this. It's not the best result in the world. I did struggle on it. I did get a few good kills, and it's just the game definitely lacks a bit for me, and it just puts me off. It was one of them games by Treyarch that I'm not a big fan of. It's the same with Black Ops. I'm not a big fan of Black Ops either. I'm more of the Modern Warfare type person, but you know, I gave it a good go. So we started off on Roundhouse, and Roundhouse is a map built for vehicles. So there's a couple of tanks roaming around, as you can probably hear. And I started off with a Thompson. That's the map. Just like I did last time, I dug up my old profile, and I started off at the highest level. I probably hacked it, I don't remember. Don't really care. It doesn't interest me. It doesn't bother me the least. But looking back at Call of Duty 4 and comparing it to this one, the map is mostly the same. The scoreboard's mostly the same. It's probably because it's built on pretty much the same engine, I think. And the only thing that sets this one apart from Modern Warfare is the graphics. I'm not a big fan of the graphics either. I think they look quite poor, flat, boring. I could never get into this game. It didn't interest me. But this is one for the collection, I guess. That's when this guy gets into a town. So I decide to join him. I shoot him, which should have killed him really, and then I get shot with a bazooka. How does that work? Oh, I see why. It just doesn't make sense, this game. I think there's so many problems with it still. The guns don't feel realistic. The thing that Treyarch changed is like such a big difference compared to the other ones. They've tried for realism, but it just doesn't work. On the bottom of the screen, I have my basically claymores. Walk over them, they blow up. Which I'm about to do here, and it actually works. Using the Thompson, get a couple of kills here as well. And then these guys take over. And I end up playing Headquarters as we're playing now, and then I go on to play Team Deathmatch, I think. And I didn't like the Team Deathmatch either. I think the maps are quite poor as well. They definitely lack something. The next map that we go on is called Upheaval, and it reminds me of Village Bocage, which is in COD 2. broken down buildings, blown up buildings in one map, and that's what it reminds me of. It's not the best map in the world. I don't think any of the maps are that good looking either. And a lot of them are based outside, I think. The only good thing to come out of Treyarch and their games, honestly, is the Nazi zombies. Is the Nazi zombies, and the Nazi zombies is what a lot of people play Black Ops and World War 4. Fair enough, that's great. I like the zombies as well. The zombies is the right laugh, but it's the only good thing to come out of their game so far for me. I'm not a big fan of Black Ops, not a big fan of World War. Just their gameplay type just bores me. I so much prefer Modern Warfare and Infinity Ward because they've really done some good games, and Modern Warfare and, you know, the Warfare now and Future Warfare. That's what interests me a bit more. It might be that sets me off this game. But COD 2 is different. I like COD 2 for it. I don't know why. COD 2 was still a great game. This is where I get killed terribly with a grenade. I knew it was there. You just won't pop out. So this map's about to end, and then we're going to go on to Upheaval. There we go. I got myself 11 for 5 on that map. I save all my profiles for all the COD games because if I ever have to rank up again, I'm not going to be very impressed. I'm not a big fan of ranking up over and over again, so when I do play anyway, I only prestige maybe once, twice. That's on Modern Warfare obviously, and World War. On Warfare 2 even. This it's not bad. It's not bad. Only prestige for the extra custom class, really. I don't really do it for the good-looking emblem, as they say. I'm not really fussed about that. It's all about the gameplay for me. So this is Upheaval. Using the trench gun. I used all my custom classes on this. But I still couldn't get into it. I couldn't get any good kills. I try and find this guy and he disappears. Bit random. I did get a couple of good kills on this, but the weapons put me off. The trench gun's a bit poor. I should have had him quite easily. And I got sticky grenades and I didn't notice it till a little way in when I threw it at a tree. Very nice. You might have noticed when I was on the server browser that there was a couple of servers with 125 people in, or 125 slots even. That's crazy. How could you play on the server like that? Unless the map was like huge, you couldn't do it. The map's just too small for it. In my opinion, it's pointless. Most of the time you would spawn and then you would get bombarded by grenades. Kill a couple of dogs here, it's all good. I get a couple of them, but they come up on me and bite me. Nice. I swap my gun at some point. Yeah. Guns just don't work for me. There's a Car 98K and there's a Springfield rifle. It's good. you can attach a sniper scope to any of the rifles. That's when a dog killed me in the corner. That's fun. You can attach a sniper scope to any of the rifles, which is an added bonus. I haven't put much research into this at the moment because I just started up the game and pretty much played, so I haven't played World at War since probably 2 years ago, maybe longer. I can't even remember when this game came out, to be fair. I am looking forward to Modern Warfare 3 when it comes out, because that's going to be a bloody brilliant game. I'm a fan of the Modern Warfare series, so it should be good to see what they come up with. But hopefully the multiplayer isn't anything like Modern Warfare 2, which was a bit crowded, full of kill streaks and things like. So I get pissed off here, so I decided to change my weapon to something, more manageable. But I have to wait. I've won the last go with a shot, and you can see how laggy people are in this server as well. There were so many laggy people while I was going around. There were a couple of guys that you saw him once. Look, that guy there, you saw him once and then you can't see him again because they've lagged across the map. It's a joke. That's one of the reasons why I keep my lag meter on the right, because if you lag out of the server and your ping's really bad, I would notice by looking at that. I don't want to find out by just waiting to see what happens with the server. I want to find out straight away so we can address the issue. So I'm using the Browning heavy machine gun right now. It's interesting. I must have liked these guns at the time because these were the guns. There's that grenade I've got stuck in the tree. That's what I figured out. That's a good kill right there as well. I must have chose these guns for a reason, because they obviously did something for me, otherwise I wouldn't have chosen them. I can understand the Thompson, because that was a great gun in COD 2 as well. I can understand the car as well, because it's a great rifle. I usually have one class for each type of gun, so SMGs, HMGs, snipers, shotguns, whatever. So like I said before, I think at the time there was a prestige hack for this game, and because the game didn't interest me and I couldn't be bothered with leveling it up, it was just completely pointless. So I decided to just install that. It's prestige so many times just doesn't interest me, it doesn't keep me in the game. It doesn't make me want to play more. Prestiging over and over again and losing all my guns makes me want to play less. So in the future it would be nice if they could think of something that, the developers, they could think of something that could, engage you differently to play the game more, maybe in the forms of free downloadable content, maybe just the keyboard free in there. That'd be nice. If they included that, then I think it would engage me a bit more. Making me prestige 9 times just to get fucking custom classes is pointless. It doesn't keep me interested. And downloadable content for these games is ridiculous. They really, really need to give us something for free, because I'm not going to play £10, £11 for like 4 maps, including the zombie map. It's the same with any game, but fair enough. Modern Warfare 2, I think I bought both of the map packs. I'll be doing Modern Warfare 2 in my next video as well, so I'll probably mention more about that then. But Modern Warfare 2 was worth it at the time. But for games like this and Black Ops, when Black Ops was released with so many issues as well, it's just not worth it. A lot of other people were the same. I was looking at forums and people were complaining about it. You know, if the game isn't working when it's released, don't release it. Fix it first. Maybe it gets pushed back a couple of weeks from the release date, but still, it saves so many problems and less patches. The less patches any game has, the better the game is at the start. And you don't have to use it going to patch over and over again. I don't want to keep patching 7 times, especially patches that last. Especially patches that are like 1 GB in size. That's for this game. One of the patches was 1.2 GB. A couple of the others were nearly a gigabyte. Games should work when they're released. Full stop. Anyway, banter over. I get a good kill there. But then I die. I'm coming up to the end of this video. Not long left. About a minute left. So I'll wrap up. My next video is on Modern Warfare 2. So that should be released very soon. And I'll leave a link in the description after, you know, it's uploaded. I prefer Modern Warfare 2 at the moment. And then after Modern Warfare 2 I'll do Black Ops, which is my last one. But then when Modern Warfare 3 comes out, I'm expecting to make a new video on that, making a little feature. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to watch my next video on Modern Warfare 2. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you.
Enemy recon plane right above